Drake said they are not playing fair. He said they are not playing fair. He can't go for it no more. He got to do the. It's not the dopest thing to do in rap, especially after he spoke up about it. But let's listen to what this article got to say. In a petition filed Monday in New York, Drake launched a legal attack against his own record label, Universal Music Group, and Spotify, which he accuses of harming him by allegedly boosting Lamar's song, They Not Like Us, a scathing diss track aimed at Drake and his associates. Drake's petition, which seeks information to support a potential lawsuit, claims that UMG and Spotify engaged in a high-tech scheme using bots, reduced licensing fees, and paid influencers to boost the song allegedly. A second petition, filed in Texas, alleges UMG engaged in a pay-for-play scheme, also known as payola, with iHeartMedia to help boost the song, which the petition also claims defamed Drake. UMG provided news with a pretty scathing response to the first suit. The suggestion that UMG would do anything to undermine any of its artists is offensive and untrue. We employ the highest ethical practices in our marketing and promotional campaigns. No amount of contrived and absurd legal arguments in this pre-action submission can mask the fact that fans chose the music they want to hear. Now, look, man, I am still pro Drake, but I feel like this is kind of hard to defend. This is kind of hard to justify, man, especially in hip hop. I get it. They not playing fair. They boosting up all sorts of things, but especially when you've been the beneficiary of that same thing that they might or might not be doing, for you to come out and just get that lawsuit, it's like, because then when you come down and you sit at a round table as I'm still, listen, he said, know some Somalis that got it, that say we got it, wallahi, get us donuts and coffee, we'll wait for him in the lobby, but I got to tell him, chill. Sprite got me on payroll. You know what I mean? Like, he's always giving it up for Somalis and Ethiopians. He took the L. You know what I mean? But we still rock with him. We still, you feel me? But the lawsuit is tough. But basically what it's breaking down to is UMG, who both Kendrick, he trying to knock both of them out, because he's saying, y'all pushing this song and y'all doing the extras, even though I'm familiar with the extras that y'all do, because I've been a beneficiary of it. But the next time I come around for the contract negotiations, y'all gonna try to give me the low. Y'all gonna try to give me the under. Based off what's going on. I mean, every single podcast platform, every news platform, everybody getting on them. So when that contract come around, it's like, look, well, this is what the general consensus has been about you. It's kind of like football. It's like, you ain't been producing the same way, so you're not finna get that max contract. You're not gonna get the max contract. And so Drake is saying, look, when we come to the table to negotiate, I mean, that's going to affect me. So I might as well put this lawsuit out and get these audits in. You know what I mean? But the crazy part is, if they audit that situation, who's to say they might not turn around and audit Drake? Who's to say they might not go look back and balance the books for the last decade and see some kind of issue? Similar to like the IRS and whatnot, they will find an issue if they look hard enough. And so for him to open that can of worms, it's like, damn, Drake, you still Drake at the end of the day. You're not that, and you still got Eminems and M&Ms. Like, you're straight, my brother. You know what I mean? Like, it's not worth the public perception. I'm still gonna defend Drake. I still rock with Kendrick. The album was amazing. It was dope to see him put like all the local artists on and whatnot. But I still don't appreciate the fact that he went from appealing to a conscious community to inciting, telling Peso did it. Like, it's you know, it's good music at the end of the day. I don't want to sound like a hater. I am from the West Coast, so I'm gonna give it up. But at the same time, it's like, but let's get back to the lawsuit. The lawsuit is just a tough part, but then you got to look at it from Drake's perspective. Put the streets and put the music aside and everything aside. When we come back to the table, y'all gonna try to say, like, y'all gonna lowball me, bro. So if I don't put this out now and make sure that everything's done the right way, then if y'all lowball me, then whatever the number y'all give me then, when it's actually true and it's been investigated, and that sounds even crazy to say as a rapper, like the word investigation, like, but you're not talking about tens of dollars. You're not talking about hundreds of dollars. You're talking about millions and millions and millions of dollars, right? So it's a tough move. But nonetheless, like, both of them still great great artist. But here's a clip of Ye.
About Drake that everyone hates.
It's really interesting.
Pluto, Metro, Ross.
They say rich baby daddy. It's like Drake has a rich baby daddy named Lucian and Universal. My daddy controlled the spins. My daddy got the DSP. Drake has a rich baby daddy. If you take Drake and Lucian out, that just alters everything because that's such a control thing they had. The algorithm, the way that they work together to fix the numbers and all that.
What is it about?
Man, so when you hear that, right, and that's coming from Ye, he like, man, Drake is the one that got all the resources. Drake is the one with all the motion. Drake doing, he big boying us. He big bullying us because, you know what I mean? It's really big bank tank, little bank at the end of the day. So if he got the homie with the biggest wallet, the biggest purse, so he could do the most things. And so now it's kind of like UMG's using that same wallet that they once helped benefit him to benefit a different artist. And Drake's like, look, if I sue UMG, UMG doesn't want to be held liable. So they're going to push liability on Kendrick. They're going to say, if you have an issue with Kendrick and what's going on, then issue your lawsuit to that team so you can go at it with Kendrick. But and UMG don't want liability. But at the same time, it's like, y'all the label, y'all got to be aware. Y'all can't be negligent to what might be going on. So I'm going to take both of y'all to the trial system, right? So it's an interesting situation. Definitely an interesting situation. Here's a few clips from him and popular IRL streamer, well, popular streamer in general, XQC. Let's check out some clips. Un momento, por favor.
You have to switch this on though.
It's all quiet, you know, so like,
You have to switch this on. We're real sixers. We're real sixers. They're real six side. We don't listen to that.
you ever listened to this before?
Nah. What? Yeah. Of course. What do you mean? Yeah, exactly. Play some Blink 182. I want to hear that real.
Oh wait, real six side. So it's definitely an interesting situation, man. Nonetheless, like us, the ones without millions, like it doesn't really change our day because I mean, inshallah, my millions on the way, so I'll come in all of our millions, you know what I mean, all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, they're both multimillionaires. They're both, their teams and families and communities are situated and resourced, so they're gonna be okay. We're not talking about young rappers. These are both well tenured rappers, so shout out to the both of them. Both of their musics and albums and mixtapes have been soundtracks to my life in a sense. When you think about going back to high school, when you think about me being a triathlete, a varsity player for 3 years, and then a year and a half of college football, just always listening to that music, and certain albums like will take me back to, oh, this was this year and this was that game and things like that. So I have a huge level of respect for the both of them, but it's a tough situation. I don't respect the fact that Kendrick, as not even smart, but as spiritual as he is, to throw that all the way to beat Drake. But at the same time, I can't respect the lawsuit situation because it's like, if it's hard to justify, but then again, he's the one going to the table to negotiate that contract, so it ain't hard to justify for him. But if y'all enjoyed the video, y'all still here, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let me know what I could get better at.